golf complete, lunch complete. Now we got some meal prep going on. We're gonna be making some kind of like queso chicken, just little burritos that I can heat up all week long and have whenever I need that pick-me-up. They could be that kind of early afternoon type of thing. They might replace some of my breakfast. Honestly, this is just something I think it's gonna make probably like anywhere from 6 to 8 of the little burritos. So by the end of it, you know, we have a full week's worth plus some. So let's get after it. Alrighty, we got chicken breast right here. This should be 4 chicken breast. I'll weigh these out in just a second. We're gonna throw these in the bowl. We're gonna make a brine with just some chicken broth. This is the 34% reduced sodium. And then we're also gonna be using this beautiful smoky chipotle chicken bouillon. This is just going to give it a ton of flavor. The whole point is to let this sit in there for an hour, maybe 3 or 4, and kind of let it soak up the juices. Helps the chicken stay extra moist while you're cooking it, as well as giving it a ton of flavor. So let's grab the scale right here. Toss this bowl on here. Grab some scissors. Gonna cut this baby open. Ooh, maybe not. Damn. All right. Yep. 2 chicken breast. We're already at 484 grams. Let's see what happens when we cut this baby open. Add that in there. All right, 2 more chicken breast in. And now we are at 1,076 grams. Yep, 1,076 grams. Let's grab one of these measuring cups. I'll put this to the side for just a second. We got chicken broth. Shake that up. Pop it on open. Beautiful. Let's go 1 full cup. See how much that covers to start out. We might need this whole thing. Ah, 2 cups should be just fine. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do just fine. Alright, and then this is only 10 calories per cup. So, I mean, it's not like it's going to add the full 2 cups into the calories at the end of this. What I'm trying to say is they're so minimal already that, you know, when it's all said and done, maybe I'll add 10 calories, but divide that by 8, you know what I mean? Like, it's minimal. Very, very minimal. And then we're going to grab this guy. And it says a teaspoon on this. We'll probably add 3 teaspoons. Alright, teaspoon of this guy. Yeah, that's looking solid. Two teaspoons. 3 teaspoons. Alright. Honestly, I'm just going to go like this, get the excess off. We're going to be mixing this up anyway, and I'm not going to be using this measurement for anything else, so this will work fine. Alright, now that the chicken is in there and the bouillon is in there, you can see that it's more of like a paste, so just want to get it nice and incorporated. Make sure we don't have too much excess anywhere. It doesn't got to be anything crazy, but you know, just to get the flavor all mixed in. And then we're actually going to salt this just a tiny bit. And then we'll call it good. We'll just keep it nice and simple because this stuff has a ton of flavor to it, and the nice smokiness, and the chipotle obviously is really nice and strong in there. A little bit more. This is just a taste. All right. Now that is good to go, we're gonna go ahead and cover this up, throw it in the fridge. And then after that, we're going to work on the queso, which is just throwing a bunch of shit in a blender, blending it up so you have like some cheesy goodness. The easiest way to do this second part, I would say, is to, if you have a scale, just throw the top of your blender on that scale and then throw everything in. So here's how it's going to go. All right, we're going to be utilizing cottage cheese as well as Greek yogurt. So let me grab a spoon out of here. We're going to be doing 200 grams cottage cheese. And the good thing is that we're blending it down, so that's going to help get those curds out of there. Give you more of a smoother texture. But you're getting a ton of protein from the cottage cheese. Alright, 150. Almost there. Ooh. Closing in. $200. All right, off to the side. Next up, 75 grams of this Greek yogurt. And to add to that point, this is non-fat Greek yogurt, so you're missing out on the fat content there. 220. We're going to get to 275 total. 75 grams of yogurt. A touch more. There we go. Right there. All right, and then to build our flavor profile a little bit more, we're going to be utilizing some salsa. You can get any type of salsa. The more, authentic you could go with it with your purchase. Or if you know how to make salsa, go ahead and make some. But I'm just grabbing this guy. This is a pretty posh shop type of salsa, so it's got some good content in there. And then we're also going to be adding just some red enchilada sauce. And that's just to bring out the flavor profile, because, right now we just got yogurt and cottage cheese. So, not the best. All right, we're going 4 tablespoons of salsa. One, 2, and 3, and 4. And then we're going 2 tablespoons of red. I forgot to open this. Please allow me to open this can for just one moment. There it is. All right, 2 tablespoons of this guy. 1 and 2. And honestly, if you wanted to go a little more fancy with this, I think you could add some cilantro in there as well. But for right now, we are going to just use some garlic salt. If you don't have garlic salt, garlic powder and some salt will work, but we're going to be using some of this guy. Just topping it off. Getting it nice and incorporated in there. All right. Then we're going to blend this up. Give it a nice consistency. Kind of like an actual queso sauce. And then that'll be part of the filling besides the chicken and some cheese for your burritos. Blender is ready, I hope. working with. Might have to give this a little stir. Smells good. Alright. For the sake of getting the consistency, we're going to be adding 2 more tablespoons of salsa. Alright, let's see how that does. Hopefully it gets it a little more saucy rather than, you know. We're sounding saucier. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. We don't want it too runny because we don't want to be biting into the burritos and just having it absolutely spill out. So that's nice. That's just a nice thick sauce. Like a ranch or something, you know what I'm saying? That looks good. I'm excited. Let's sample. Oh yeah. That's actually really nice, wow. And the salsa added a little bit of kick to it, so a little spice going. Remember, as you're working on these, you know, put them together how you want to. All you got to remember is, you know, what's going into it. I can give you guys an idea, but if you don't have the exact brands and everything, your macros and things are going to be different. So you have the opportunity to play with these things. I'm just giving you guys a basis of an idea to start everything. So utilize this. If you want something hotter, go hotter. If you want to add some hot sauce or something like that, feel free, you know. Make this how you want to make it, so these are delicious for you, so you can just absolutely chow down all week and be one happy boy or girl. All right, our chicken is brined. We're going to use one of these guys inside of this air fryer. So one sec, let me set up the air fryer. We're going to go air crisp, and then I'm going to go 375. And I'm going to do 22 minutes, but it should be about 20 minutes. So we'll check it partway through. So we'll be checking it partway through. Alright, as that preheats, I'm going to get this ready and then get the chicken breast on here. Some spray. Spray this down. Alright. Grab a float. So these should be nice and like tender as well because of the brining process. I'll move this over. And then they should be chock full of the flavor. You can see they've even changed color a little bit closer to the brine itself. I was trying to be optimistic about this, and I was hoping I'd be able to get all of it in here. I don't think it's going to happen. Even if I finagled, I don't think I could get every piece in here. You know what? We're going to try it. Since there's not so much overlap going on here. So there's a chance. I'm going to at least try it. We're going to see how it goes. But that's taking up the whole space. And then we're going to go nice and simple with a little extra seasoning on these. We're just going to go salt and pepper. That's it. Alright. Alright, those are ready to go. So those will be popping in the air fryer. Then we'll be air frying those up. And then we're going to create after this the like spread. So once these are done, we're going to be chopping them up real nice and small. And then we're going to put them with that queso dip we made and some extra cheese. So alright, let's get these bad boys in there. Alright, well those bad boys are getting all nice and cooked up. Let's work on getting the cheese all measured out for this. We're gonna do 100 grams of the fat-free mild cheddar. You don't have to use this necessarily. I would at the very least use a mild or a low fat or no fat. But no fat, you still get all of the protein and everything from this without the fat. So it's super helpful, especially for what my plan's doing right now. So we're gonna go 100 grams of this. I know that the end of this bag is not enough. Oh, not bad though. 41 right there. The 100 grams is pretty equivalent to 1 cup if you're doing cups. It's actually a little less than a cup. About like 12 grams. Perfect. Alright, and then we got our cheese sauce right here. We're going to be mixing both of those in with the chopped up chicken to make, just kind of like a spread for the inside of the burrito. Alright, let's take a peek at these. It's been just over 20 minutes. I'm going to actually test it with this meat thermometer. Oh, I could use just a little extra. We want that to be around 165. That is one of the bigger pieces. Yeah, they're pretty close. So I think they'll need the whole time. So they did need a full 22 minutes, but 22 minutes nonetheless, pretty quick. Alright. That's what we're looking for, just little itty bitty chunks like that, because we're just going to incorporate everything together. And you just want little itty bitty pieces that you can mix up with the rest of the ingredients. So I'm going to skip ahead. I don't want you guys to have to watch me chop these up for the next 5-10 minutes. So I'll be back. Alright, as I started going through this and I got farther and farther along, I started learning some things. I'm not the best cook in the world or anything, so anything I can find out hopefully helps some of you guys if you guys aren't used to cooking and everything. But chopping through this, not all the way, and just getting a lot of little slits going helps to really break it up a ton before you come at it in the other direction and start chopping it this way. And you immediately get a lot smaller pieces just right off the bat without it, moving all over the place on you. So hopefully that tip helps at least someone. Alright, we got this all nice and chopped up. You can see that. And I did sample, and it was delicious. Really took on the flavoring of that chipotle more than anything, and it's still nice and juicy. Really awesome, honestly. Really happy with how it came out. So, okay, now we're going to incorporate all this in there. Just dumping it over the top. Alright, and then we're going to throw the cheese in there as well. I'm only going to do part of it right now, just so I can hopefully get it a little extra incorporated. And then, yeah, just mix it all up. We're essentially making like a slaw or a spread. Alright, now we're good. This should be super nice and cheesy, which is going to be awesome. And then that chipotle chicken flavor mixing with the salsa queso that we made. Honestly, I'm pretty excited for these. They should be really good. Alright, so now we have our filling. We're going to grab tortillas, fill them up, and then roll them up, good to go. And then we're going to toss them in the oven for just a little bit longer. Then we're good to go. Alright, and personally for this recipe, I'm going to be using just legit tortillas here. I'm not going to be using net carb or low carb tortillas, but you absolutely can. They're good. They're delicious. I just need more carbs in my diet right now. So these are absolutely something you could use, and they're going to save you on calories if you have a lower allotment, like these, for instance. 200 calories, right? But compare that to these, 60. So really good opportunity for you to save some calories by grabbing some of these low-carb tortillas. But for me, I need the carbs right now, so I am going to be using good old regular tortillas. Okay, so I'm hoping this makes about 8. So right now we need to use half of this in these 4. You guys think? You think that was about half? Top a few of these a little bit more. Oh yeah, this guy. Okay. That's looking pretty solid, I think. We'll find out. We'll find out. All right, not bad, not bad. All right, we're gonna bake these guys at 400 for just 10 minutes. That's it. And they're ready to go, 100%. I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. I'm gonna try and time lapse this. I've never done it before where it's like boop 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 boop. But we're gonna try it. See if I can get it. All right, perfect. And then we're gonna lightly spray these just so they crisp up nice. And this part is completely optional, but I'm gonna be throwing on some of this hot Mexican style chili powder just to give it a little bit of an extra kick and a little extra flavor profile. You could add whatever you want. You got extra cheese or something? Toss that on there. But yeah, these are ready to go. Once this is preheated, it looks like it's preheated. Perfect. All right, ready to go. These are going in the oven. Oh yeah, it's looking solid. Loving how these came out. Simple, easy. And we're about to find out if they're delicious as well. Hopefully this is the shot that I'm looking for. Here we go. Time for the reveal. Oh yeah. Cheese all stuck to my finger. It does look pretty awesome. Excited to try it. It smells great. We're looking solid. Let me throw up the macros on this, show you guys what we're working with. All right, recipe is all done. We got the burrito right here. Pumped to try that. Got our coffee, of course. And then right over here, we got a little book. So, gonna get some reading in. Enjoy that. And then after that, let it digest real quick and everything like that. Then we gotta hit our 30 minutes for the day. Probably just gonna walk on the treadmill with some incline. And then if we're still feeling it and we got time, might even have a little at-home gym session. So we'll stay tuned for all that. I've never tried this before, never made this before. So this is going to be a live first taste for you guys. Let's find out. Honestly, it all mixes together really well and smells just like one cohesive little burrito. Nice and creamy. Yeah, honestly, really good. Tons of chicken in there, so if you're not looking for a ton of chicken in your burrito, maybe tone down the chicken, but I love chicken, so I'm pumped that this thing is jam-packed with chicken. And then, yeah, that just mixes and incorporates throughout the whole thing. So it's not like you're going to have chunks of cheese in there or anything. It's just all one big cohesive unit. But honestly, pretty impressed. These are going to be great because I can just throw one of these in the microwave and warm it for like 2 minutes, and then it's good to go. So that's something I can literally have whenever. I could take it to work, I could take it to the gym, whatever. So perfect recipe, supreme recipe. Very excited about this. Excited to tweak it every now and again, see if we could make maybe like a steak one or something like that. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for a little bit, have my coffee, eat, read, and I'll get back with you guys later. Catch you later.